Hello. So now we're ready to research. So we have so much out there when we're looking to research something. There's just so much. So what we want to do is we want to narrow our search down, and we can because we have something right at our fingertips that'll help us narrow our search. We have many places in our very own ClassLink that'll help us with our research. So we're going to go ahead and look at some of these places. So maybe you can find what you need when you're looking for your particular region and things in your particular region this week. If I look at Destiny Discoverer, that's my first place I'm going to go. I'm going to go to the hamburger that's on the top left corner, and I'm going to go to Collections. When I go to Collections, I'm going to go ahead and maybe put in landforms of the Midwestern region of the United States. See if anything comes up there. Doesn't look like much is coming up just yet, so maybe if I can narrow it down even farther by saying Midwestern region of the United States. And it does finally come up. Now it has Midwestern region of the United States. It has the Western region of the United States, Southwestern region of the United States. And if you click on any of these, they have great information like articles and things that you could use for your research or the beginning of your research. So you can go ahead and click on that particular magazine maybe. This is actually the natural environment of the Midwest. See if it comes out real quick. If not, I'm going to go ahead. And then, of course, you have going on with that. The thing about research is it can really take you to so many areas. And you're researching on one thing and you find other things that you might be interested in. You've got to make sure that they are based on what you are researching, because it's really easy to get off task. So here, again, back in your ClassLink area, if you go to library databases, the icon that says library databases, there's a lot for you to discover there as well. Let's first of all take you to Britannica Schools. If you go to the elementary section of Britannica Schools, you might want to say, let's say bodies of water of the Southwest. Let's say bodies water of the Southwest. Okay. Go ahead and click there. There might not be anything there for you that you might need. Let's go a little bit farther. And you're just kind of looking. Let's narrow it down. Let's go ahead and go to maybe articles. Let's go to magazines. You might not find anything in magazines here. You may not find anything here that's going to be of interest. That's what makes researching so complicated a lot of times, because there's so much out there and it may not be what you're wanting, but you may need to narrow your search even farther. So if you go ahead and maybe go put in, let's say the Gulf of Mexico, or let's say the Rio Grande. This is a river in North America, and actually it's a river. And so you can, a river that is in the southwestern part of the United States. You can look at some of that, find information on that. Another place you can go. Here's the geography, where it is, some information on that, and so forth. Another body of water in the southwestern part of the United States is the Gulf of Mexico. And there it is there. And you can find some information on that as well. Okay, so that's Britannica Schools. If you want to go on still in library database, you can go ahead and go to Gale Text Quest. And we have all of these areas here, elementary. You could do that one. You can do middle school. You can go to National Geographic Kids. And again, the purpose of this, or what you need to remember to do, is be as specific as possible. Look at maybe your region first and see what kind of plants that they might have. If it's the southwestern part of the United States, I'm picking on that region right now. It could be any region. But I do know that let's say the western region of the United States. Let's see what they have there. Okay. It did bring up some of the magazines that they do have. This one's a good one, the United States Encyclopedia. And let me bring you into a magazine, show you what the National Geographic Kids magazines, what you can do with those. You can listen to various parts of it. You can open this up, and when you open it up, it'll bring you to the table of contents. All of them will. But look at this. You have the northeastern, southeastern, midwestern, southwest part of the United States. You can go to one of those. This says it's on 190. Well, if I go to 190, I'll have those there and I can read on those. So that's kind of cool to go to. And that's in Gale Text Quest. Another place, again, library database. You're looking at Serious Discoverers, ProQuest. And if you look at that, it'll bring this up. And again, being specific as to what you're looking for. This landform is if you're maybe looking into researching Alaska. We have the glaciers, the Glacier National Park, which I've been to, which is really, really pretty area of the world. Very, very pretty. But again, this article particularly is trying to tell you how much it's melted throughout the years. But again, look for that. That's in there if you're looking for specific landforms. If I go ahead and type in mountains, see where it takes me there. The Great Smoky Mountains, and it'll actually tell you where that's located. So that's where your research should begin. There's another place here before I set you off into your research land that we've talked about as far as last week we went into ReadWorks. Well, if you go into ReadWorks, it can also be a great research tool. If you go in there and you look for content, and let's go ahead and maybe just put in northeastern region of the United States. Let's see what it comes up with. So you have all of this here as to what to look at. There's so many things here, especially when you're talking about the regions of the United States, okay? If you know what animals are in your region, just type in the animal. It'll come up with many selections in any of those areas that you're in, whether it be ReadWorks or anything on ClassLink. Again, ClassLink, you can look at Destiny Discover, that's right there. And then, of course, if you look at your library database, there's many there. In the library database, I'm going to open it again. It didn't open quite right yet. But again, Britannica Schools, Gale Quest, that has National Geographic in it, Serious Discoverer. Look at those places to find what you're looking for this week when you research. And good luck!